Hey guys, it's me again. I am just touching base with you, like I said I would, of my journey of being a flight attendant, and I'm loving it so far. It was a huge transition for me coming from working in the medical field for 26 years. Two kids. My son's 23, my daughter's 13, and transitioning from sitting behind a desk in a hospital or office and then coming and now flying. But I have no complaints so far. But I am offering tips, things that I'm learning as I'm traveling. So a couple of things that I want to discuss, and I wrote down some notes. Training, packing. Okay, so you're going to be sharing a room with 3 to 4 other ladies or men or whoever. Rooms can change daily because people get sent home day 1, day 2. When you fail tests, people get sent home and they utilize all the space. So you can be in a room with, I know that my first day I had one roommate and then she didn't pass the entrance exam, and so then they moved me to another room. So every day you can move. So when you get there the first day, don't even worry about trying to unpack all your stuff because you can move at any moment throughout the 31 days that you're there. Like I said, you're going to be sharing a space with a group of people. You will go to the grocery store. Now, what I did was I overpacked because I had never been to Salt Lake City and I didn't know what the weather was going to be like. And I found that on the last day of training after graduation, I had to go to UPS twice to ship some stuff home because I didn't have enough space. And I was thinking in my head that after training we would be going straight to do our IOE. Well, when you graduate, they're going to give you uniforms, so you're going to need space for your coat, your winter coat, and your uniform. So you may want to take an empty luggage, so because you accumulate stuff over 31 days. So I think I took like a couple of pair of black slacks, gray slacks, 1 or 2 jackets, and some interchangeable blouses, and I mixed and matched every day. I think we all wore the same stuff for 31 days. You know, of course we had underwear changes and stuff like that, but we just rotated our clothes because I mean, you're sitting in class for a very, very long time. They do give you lunch breaks and stuff like that. For the first couple days, they will feed you. But when you go to the store the next day, you know, I would, buy your groceries and stuff that, you can have to take for lunch or what have you, because you're not going to have time to go and order any food or anything like that. So I would definitely bring a lunch where you're not going to have any choice but to bring a lunch. So you don't have to go out and buy any expensive luggage right now because you don't need the luggage. You need the luggage when you report for duty. And after graduation, you could possibly have 2 to 3 weeks or more off before you have to report for your IOE. So you have time, you can put it in layaway right now if you want to and be paying on it, or look on Amazon. It has to be all black. I was fortunate because I have friends that are flight attendants, and they had brand new bags they had never used that we use called Travel Pro. And so one of my girlfriends gave me one of her luggages, so I didn't have to buy that. I did buy a lunch kit, but it is tiny. It's a Travel Pro lunch kit, and it's square. I'm going to invest in the larger one because I can put a week's worth of food in the larger one, and eBags has a very good one that all the flight attendants love and they rave about, and you can pack like a week's worth of food in there, and it comes with the ice packs and stuff like that. My little one that I use it for the first time for actual with food in it today, but I normally use that as my makeup bag. But I had like some Ziploc bags. These are watermelon, mango, and cucumbers and limes that I had to snack on. And then I put a salad in a jar. This was a used jar, and I just made my own salad in here and my own individual ranch dressing. And so I'm going to eat that. We just landed. I'm in Saginaw, Michigan, and I'm on a 200 plane. So one of the things I want to talk about, packing for your trips. So when you come to, when you get your base, and it's time for you to report for your IOE, which is your initial operating experience, the trainers do not like for you to overpack because you don't know what plane you're going to be on. You could be on the CRJ 200, you can be on the CRJ 700 or the 900 or the ERJ. The ERJ is the biggest jet, so you can take your regular 21-inch bag and it will fit in the overhead compartment just fine. But the 200 is very small, and so is the 700. So you can't come with this big old bag because you're going to be gone for days. It's not going to fit. And then sometimes you might be switching planes, and it's going to be kind of hard for you to navigate. If you can't fit your luggage on the plane, you're going to have to gate check it. And then you're going to have to wait for them to bring your luggage up. So for your IOE, I would bring what you need. Your uniform, and you don't even have to bring every single pair of uniform that you have. You can take, 1 or 2 shirts. We have gray shirts for United, white shirts for American, and we have a blue scoop neck, shirt, crop, that universal. You can wear for all of them, even for Alaska Airlines. I haven't bought any new uniforms. I only have what SkyWest gave me, and I bought 2 slacks. I got the 2 slacks and the gray and the white shirt, short sleeve and long sleeve, and then the navy blue crew shirt. That's the one that I wear most of the time because it goes with everything, and that's just what I choose. But I have the other ones too, and I just wear the same thing for, like, I'm on a 3-day trip, and I'm gonna wear the same uniform for 3 days. I come in like I did today. I threw on something comfortable because I'm not leaving out of my room, and I laid my uniform across the couch, and I'll put it back on in the morning. So all I have with me in my suitcase is pajamas, my makeup, tennis shoes. I bring a swimsuit because I like to go sit in a hot tub if the hotel have hot tub, and basically that's it. And I wasn't going anywhere in Saginaw, so I didn't need to bring anything. But the couple times I went to cities where I had friends or relatives, and I took, some jeans or something that way because we went out or they took me to dinner, so I had brought something for that. Other than that, I have to be at the airport at 4 o'clock in the morning, so I'm not going anywhere. So for the 200, if you do your IOE on the 200, pack lightly. Don't come up there with some big ass 21, 22-inch bag. It's not going to fit on the 200. After your IOE, you will have 2 days off, so you can fly back home and regroup, and then bring your stuff back to your base, wherever you're going to be based at. Or if you're coming up early and you have a place to stay, you have a crash pad, you have a roommate, you rented an apartment, and you want to bring all your stuff to wherever you're going, and you have a place to leave your things, then that's fine. But if you haven't found a place yet, just don't bring all that stuff with you for your IOE. Just pack your necessities. And another thing, the 700 is not, you can't fit a big bag on the 700. If you do, it has to, when you close it, it has to fall completely flat or it won't fit. So like today, my bag, I'm on the 200. Normally I can get my bag on the 200, but today I don't know what I packed differently, but it didn't fit. So my first flight was not full, so I asked the gate agent to give me an empty row, and I put my bag underneath the seat. My second trip, it had a full flight, so I gate checked it. But when you gate check it, you need to go out once the bags come up to the gate and then tell them, hey, take this back down. You can't forget about it, or your shit'll be in Saginaw and then you'll be in Chicago. So you have to always remember to go get your luggage. What else? The ERJ. If you do the ERJ, you can fit your bag on the ERJ. So just pack light. What else? Oh, a tip for the ladies. I don't know if men do facials and all that stuff like that. But you know how you're in your hotel and then they give these little coffee packs and tea bags and stuff. I take all these and I put them in my suitcase because all my facial stuff that I use on a regular basis is in Houston. I live in a crash pad, so I can't bring all the necessities that I need. And I'm big on keeping my face clean and stuff. So I make my own facial stuff. Coconut oil and coffee is a good facial scrub. Tea bags you can put on your eyes for bags and stuff. You can also do a tea scrub with this too. So keep these little packets with you and put them in your little pouch or whatever, because they can come in handy. I was tired and I was on a trip and I started getting the bags under my eye because it runs in our family, but they were really puffy. So I just broke out my tea bags and put them on, and the next morning I was flawless as usual. But those are some tricks, that I've been learning to do. What else? I don't think there's much more today. I'm on a 3-day trip. I have a layover in Saginaw. I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, go back and forth to Chicago and some other places, and I'll end up in Detroit. No, where am I going tomorrow? I'm going to Canada. So I'll be in Winnipeg for 20 hours, and then my 3rd day is just a whole bunch of legs, and I'll be back in Chicago, and I am off on the 12th and the 13th, but I picked up what we call stand-ups, like an overnight, a red eye. So far I have no complaints other than my paycheck, but I knew what I was getting into when I took this job. So paycheck is not going to be great for a little while. It takes some getting used to. So if you are doing this looking for a lot of money right off the bat, you're gonna quit, because it's not. It is not. But I hope you guys enjoy my videos and my little tips and tricks and everything about becoming a flight attendant, and I will see you in the friendly skies. Take care.